GoAugie.com here with head coach Brandon Barkus. Coach, interesting week going into this week's games. What were some things you guys were practicing?
We practiced how we could get better offensively, and then we also practiced how we could get better defensively.
I know that the mentality of the team right now might be a little shaken after last week's disappointing results. What are some things that you've kind of told your seniors, to help just basically galvanize this team back into the effort they're used to playing at?
Last weekend we got rattled a little bit. It was a long road weekend, and both Minot and Mary, they really presented a tough battle for us both games. But I think our seniors are ready to kick it into gear this weekend, and I know they don't want to lose, and I know they want to get back to the postseason. So I think the mentality is going to be really positive, and I'm very optimistic and excited to play some soccer.
Last question. On Saturday, you guys started off against Upper Iowa. They have a pretty good offensive player in Amy Ronsky. What are some things you're going to try to do just to contain her from sort of breaking out at all during the game?
Well, I think what we're going to try to do is stick to our game plan. We've gotten 8 wins from it. 4 of our 5 losses have been in overtime. So there's just a few things we need to ratchet up, but. The reality is we just always got to be aware of her. When you got someone that's scoring a lot of goals and D1 transfer, and she helps be the catalyst of the attack for her team. We just really got to keep an eye on her. And I think at the end of the day, if we can create some opportunities for ourselves and finish, it's going to be positive. We can make sure we keep an eye on her and don't let like a Maddie Edwards or some other players get free. I think we can be okay. So yeah.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
GoAugie.com here with Mackenzie Trom. Mackenzie, a couple real big road games this weekend. What's the mindset heading into it?
I think it's excitement, because these next couple games that we have coming up are really important and determining if we're going to go on in the postseason, which I think it's pretty exciting to have that pressure on our shoulders and really see what we can do going into the weekend. And I think it's really exciting. I think we're all pretty excited about it because we're playing some teams that are playing similar to our style. And with our style, when we are playing teams that play like us, we usually do good against them. So expecting good results, I guess.
Speaking of that, last year around this time, you guys unfortunately were not really eligible for the postseason. What's the difference it's been this year, especially around this time that you guys are still postseason eligible, and just what are some things that you've seen that are different?
I think just having that in the back of our minds, knowing that we're still eligible, and there's been a few games where maybe we're down a goal and we're still able to come back, and knowing that our team still has that fight in them, just coming back in certain games, I think that is really exciting. And I think that nearing the end of our season, that if we can just find that fight just to get through these next 4 games and 2 games this weekend, that I really have positive and high hopes for us going into the preseason or postseason.
That's good. And then finally, just give us your insight on what's it like when you're out there when you've got the ball, as someone who's playing up front gets a chance to score goals. What goes through your mind when you're attacking a defender?
It's exciting, and it's kind of a chance to showcase your abilities to get by the defense, which makes you want to get by them every time and get in behind. At the same time, I think that it's important to know that we have to keep the ball up top and just relieve some pressure on our defense, because if we lose it, then it goes back to the defense, and if they make a mistake, it's a goal. But for us, if we make a mistake, then it still has to go through the mid. So just taking that to heart when you are up top to really keep the ball and finish the job, score some goals.
All right, well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us, Mackenzie, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.